Greetings, welcome. Show floor here in Electronica 2024. I'm Eric Miscoll with EMSNOW. I have the pleasure today of speaking to two gentlemen from Asteelflash, large global French-based EMS company. We have Nicolas, the CEO, and we have Dragan, who runs the Tunisia facility, which we had the pleasure of visiting earlier this year. And so before we get to Tunisia and that story, Nicolas, Asteelflash, tell us about your company. How's it going here as we're ending 2024?
Well, 2024 has been a challenging year. We had done a record revenue in 2023. That was a $1 billion revenue. But unfortunately, the market is weak this year, so we're going down. But we have good prospects for 2025. We won a lot of new businesses that are ramping up right now. And so we see growth again in 2025.
Good. And your footprint remains healthy too, where you're spread in the global footprint.
Yeah, we have a global footprint with 17 sites worldwide, 14 of which are in Europe. We count Tunisia as part of Europe.
Yep.
As a bit.
EMEA.
That's right. That's well, EMEA. And what we see now is we have more and more bigger businesses coming to us. So the bigger factories like Tunisia, Poland, China are growing more than the other ones.
Yeah. That's good. The only thing you're missing there is the United States, just saying, but that's...
We have the...
Yeah.
Oh,
yes.
What am I saying?
And Milpitas, yes, we've got a factory in Tijuana.
In Tijuana, that's right. I forgot. That's right. I think I have not been to the one in Tijuana, but next time I'm down in Mexico,
Sure.
I'll have to make sure to go see that. Dragan, Tunisia, we had a great visit and tour earlier this year. We had the pleasure of coming into your facility.
Yeah.
Was very impressed by what we saw. How's it developing down there?
Well, business-wise, I would say if there is one word, resilience, because we didn't, most of the business are going down, by 10, 20% now. For us, globally speaking, because of our strategy where we have a lot of customers, we didn't go down. Actually, we even going slightly, I would say flat, a little, slightly up flat. And that's good, actually. We are good with flat this year. We accept that. Next year, probably is going to be similar, maybe going up in the second semester. But then after that, we did work a lot to have new customers coming in, also developing the existing ones. So I hope that, and I'm quite confident in 2026 to 2028. 2028 will probably catch up all our business plan that we were discussing about the first time you came. And also in terms of factory layout, everything, I think you will again see a lot of changes if you come again, because we are constantly evolving, investing a lot in the new machines, everything. So as you already saw, you might think when you go to Tunisia that you will see some old stuff and everything. Actually, we only buy high-end stuff. So, we try to copy what's happening in China, Mexico, everywhere, right? So keeping it in touch with the technology, let's say. And also, in terms of EMEA globally, because I have two jobs like all of us in Asteelflash, not two salaries, two jobs. As a EMEA operations director, so now we are creating something that I really liked in my previous companies long time ago. It's what is called advanced manufacturing engineering, so that we can put some R on the process, some research on the process to be ahead for the processes for the future, so that we can propose to our customers some technologies that maybe they are not thinking about.
Yeah.
Because we deal with all the sectors of even in Tunisia. If you just check Tunisia, we deal with a lot of different sectors of industry. So we have a lot of technologies to master. So when one customer, when they come, they probably don't know about other technologies. So this is where we want to stress our people to be more proficient and to help them.
Yeah. And that's really the difference still. Everybody talks about automation and, that helps with labor force, but it really does come down to the knowledge of the people and the experience of the people still. I mean, everybody can have the same equipment.
Exactly.
Perform differently.
Exactly. And you remember when we were discussing in Tunisia, for us, and this is a culture personally, and I think Nicolas also, we want to pass the culture to our people that the know-how is important. Which kind of machine? You can always buy a machine. It's not a problem. What is your state of mind? How do you learn? Every day you have to learn. If you don't learn every day, you are losing something actually. So we are trying to do some kind of balance between full automatization and manual work and everything, because manual is not bad actually. You just need to know what you're doing, how you do it.
And automation is not possible for
everything,
very
right?
low volume. Yeah, we have a unique positioning on the market in the sense that we can do high volume, low mix. We can do high mix, low volume. We accept high mix, low volume, even for bigger customers, which have a long trail of SKUs that have low volume and they need to have them manufactured still. And we pride ourselves on providing this service as well. But for that, we cannot automate everything.
You cannot. Now, it's interesting. In the tour last week in Romania, somebody, one of the factory managers said, he says, a factory is like a living organism. It's always moving. And that's, maybe the SMT lines you don't move on, but all the other activities around that. And that's what impressed me when I was in Tunisia too, just the flow and that gets reconfigured depending on the business, the volume.
Even the SMT line gets reconfigured.
That's what I was about to say.
We are working on that
a lot.
Because depending on the product mix you have, you may want to configure lines with more or less modules to improve the overall output.
Yep.
And the mix of products is constantly evolving as you embark new customers, as some products go end of life. And so you need in each factory to rethink from time to time the optimal SMT setup so that your overall
we check every 6
so as possible.
Every 6 months we check
every 6 months.
the configuration.
I remember you said that.
Yeah.
That's right.
We check that. And now nearly in most of the factories in EMEA, we are starting to check it. So we will spread this everywhere.
Okay, that philosophy. That's a good thing.
Yes, because it's important. It's important for us, for the customers, optimizing the capacity, so optimizing the prices also. Maybe not always see this in the like a cost down, but still you must remind yourself that the cost of salaries, the cost of energy is going up. So if we cannot improve our operations and balance this and amortize these costs somehow, then we don't go back and say we need to increase the price because cost of energy went up. We never did it actually, or we did it when it's really crazy high and you cannot keep up, let's say, but seldom.
Tell me, how are, it's been trying few years in the industry. How are customers holding up? I mean, you deal with customers all the time. You indicated you're winning some programs, but I bet you there have been some difficult conversations over the last few years, right? And but these relationships are still very sticky, right? They want to work closely with you.
Yeah, I think we had momentum with our customers. We're seeing customers and difficulties. They are struggling. Many companies, even big companies, are struggling with cash and are struggling with low demand, restructuring, really questioning themselves on the future products they want to develop. Are seeing competition from China in the European market.
Yeah.
So overall, I think some of our customers are not in so good shape.
Yeah. But that's just a matter of that demand returning. Everybody is waiting.
It's difficult times actually for everybody.
Yeah.
Maybe only military industries are going well. But
that's true.
But everything else.
Yeah.
We see usually our customers are seeing 20-30% less revenue than previously. Some of them also took a COVID period as a growth. That was a mistake probably for most of them. So maybe coming back to something more just before COVID would be good.
Yeah. And you can't compare to the COVID years. That was crazy. Right. That was just.
It has to be treated as some kind of.
Exactly right. Exactly right. So I've noticed on Tunisia, we did, of course, a report on that. And even this week, I've heard from two who said that they've come down and looked at Tunisia. Are you seeing other EMS more activity down there now, or?
Yeah.
I mean, from other players who aren't there.
Some new players are installing their factories in Tunisia.
Yeah.
Electronics is not just EMS in Tunisia. You have also big OEMs that are over there. Just now, we have some kind of big commission in Tunisia to talk with the government how to improve the support for the electronic industry in Tunisia. Because I believe that Tunisia is, in terms of North Africa, I think they are the most advanced in terms of electronics.
Yeah.
Then you have Morocco probably for mechanics, more for mechanics. But now I think everything will balance.
Yeah.
You cannot. Tunisia, the advantage of Tunisia, it's a small country. It's a big advantage. 12 million people. You have very good engineering schools over there that are very, how to say, very close to I would say, nearly the same as French engineering schools. So technical guys are having the same education as European guys. So it's very easy, to adapt to work, and they can adapt even to European market, US market, to any market. And actually, what's important there in Tunisia is that they all this together, small country. Even sometimes I hear, oh, it's unstable, blah blah. Nothing is unstable.
Yeah.
Tunisia, you give them 5 billion of help every year. Tunisia lives 5 billion.
I do. That's nothing. And you just had an election that settled, and everything's moving forward. So
it's it's a country that we should push. We should develop more.
Yeah.
And use it like as we always say, we want Tunisia to be a Mexico, what Mexico is to the USA.
Yeah, but Mexico to USA, but the labor cost advantage in Mexico has gone away.
Right.
Whereas Tunisia, you still have that here, EMA. So be careful what you ask for.
Well, you know that anyway, it's unavoidable that the salaries
They go
up at some point eventually. So
that's right. Nothing stays low cost forever.
with that, and we have to continue working on being productive.
Yeah. Listen, before we end here, any final thoughts looking forward? And you said that it's tough now. I think you're pretty optimistic about the business coming back in the future, products, deals that you're winning.
Yeah, I think basically, I hope we're at the bottom of the curve now.
Yeah.
I think we will see the markets come from the second half of 2025. Q1 is going to be a bit weak still. I think everybody sees it already. But I don't. It's not degrading anymore. So
that's the good news. Yeah.
It's still and consider that the market will pick up.
Yeah. And that's what I generally hear too. People are saying 2020 and then 26, they're expecting it even more, right? So
it should be really
right. Yeah. Well, I wish you continued success. We watch you with great interest, and we hope to stay in touch. Thank you both very much.